Mr. Speaker, for the purposes of debate only, I yield the customary 30 minutes to my good friend, the gentleman from Florida, Mr. Hastings, pending which I yield myself such time as I may consume.
The gentleman is recognized.
During consideration of this resolution, all time yielded is for the purposes of debate only. Mr. Speaker, I ask unanimous consent that all members have 5 legislative days to revise and extend their remarks.
Without objection.
Mr. Speaker, last week the Rules Committee met and reported a rule for consideration of 2 important measures. First, the resolution provides for consideration of H.R. 428, the Red River Gradient Boundary Survey Act. The rule provides for 1 hour of debate, equally divided and controlled by the Chair and Ranking Member of the Natural Resources Committee, and provides for a motion to recommit. In addition, the resolution provides for consideration of H.J.Res 42, providing for congressional disapproval of a rule issued by the Department of Labor with regards to drug testing. The rule provides 1 hour of debate, equally divided and controlled by the Chair and Ranking Member of the Ways and Means Committee, and provides for a motion to recommit. Mr. Speaker, H.R. 428 is a product of months of negotiation between the states of Texas and Oklahoma and the Kiowa, Comanche, and Apache tribes in my district. I'm happy to have been able to work with my friend, Mr. Thornberry, to come up with a fair and equitable solution which all interested parties have agreed to. As you may know, the Red River serves as the state line separating Oklahoma and Texas. Over time, the river has moved as much as a mile in some areas, causing landowners' properties to be affected. Instead of working to resolve this for nearly a century, the Bureau of Land Management, BLM, has been unwilling to survey a small portion of the federal land along a 116-mile stretch of the Red River between Oklahoma and Texas. H.R. 428 would direct the survey to be completed, use the gradient boundary survey method that was mandated by the Supreme Court, so that ownership of the land which has been under dispute can be effectively resolved. In addition, Mr. Speaker, the rule provides for a consideration of another Congressional Review Act resolution, which would overturn a Department of Labor rule related to drug testing for those applying for unemployment insurance. In 2012, the Middle Class Tax Relief and Job Creation Act made a number of reforms to the unemployment insurance program, including overturning a 1960s-era Department of Labor ban on the screening or testing of unemployment insurance applicants for illegal drugs. The 2012 provision allowed but did not require states to use unemployment insurance applicants, to test unemployment insurance applicants who either 1, lost their job due to a drug use, or 2, were seeking a new job that generally required new employees to pass a drug test. Unfortunately, after 4 years and a now finalized rule, states are no closer to being able to implement this sensible policy. Instead, because of the Department of Labor's overreach, 3 states which have enacted necessary state law changes to implement this common-sense policy are actually now precluded from moving forward with this sensible bipartisan policy. Mr. Speaker, most states already limit unemployment insurance benefits or individuals who refuse to take or fail an employer drug test or who have previous employment issues with drugs. We should empower states and prospective employees who are looking for work and overturn this onerous regulation. Mr. Speaker, I urge support of the rule and the underlying legislation, and with that, I reserve the balance of my time.
The gentleman from Oklahoma reserves the balance of his